Now we're going to work on preventing getting cut off in the ring. Essentially, getting cut off means being trapped either against the ropes, in a corner, being essentially trapped in a position that you somewhere you don't want to be at. Again, this is still a defensive-minded position that you want to put yourself in, because again, you're just having to know where you're at and where you're going to be. So if you get trapped against the ropes, you have to think about where's your options, where I could possibly be at. So Malcolm's going to be the aggressor. Malcolm's trying to trap me. I'm out here in the corner. So now, if you notice, I'm in the corner right here, but I have exit here and I have exit here. The number one thing that I would always try to express to any fighter that I'm working with is you're never just going to run out of the corner. All right, because if you just run out of the corner, you're just leaving yourself wide open to shots. You have to throw something. Bite down, don't be scared. Throw a couple cover shots, make him cover up. The moment he puts his the moment he puts his hands up to defend himself, then that's your opportunity to get out of there. So, Malcolm is trying to get me in the corner. So I throw something and I step off. Sometimes it'll be that easy. A lot of times it won't. So don't let me out the corner this time. So now, if you're in a position where you can't get out of the corner and he's throwing shots, keep throwing shots. At that point, just clinch and spin him around. And then from there, now you're out. And now you're back home in your defensive position, where you need to be at. So now we're in a position where you feel like you might be getting trapped in the corner. You feel like your back is getting closer and closer to those ropes. So at that point, the jab is key. The jab is always fundamental. You feel him getting too close? Snap the jab out and keep him back. So, a lot of the fighters anybody that I work with, the one thing that you can always go back to when you don't know what to do, just throw your jab out there. It'll give you a second to breathe. It'll give you a second to keep your opponent off you. And it'll give you a second to think about what's going on. So right over here, Malcolm had me where my back was against the ropes. I didn't really know what to do. I didn't know whether to go here, whether to go there. Just snap the jab out. Throw 3 or 4 jabs and get them off you. Most people will cover up. And that'll give you the opportunity to get out of there. You just have to be aware that they're covering up and you have a split second to get out of there so where your back doesn't get trapped against the ropes. So if you guys noticed, as I was throwing my jab, I was also stepping off simultaneously. I wasn't just throwing my jab and staying there. So what you guys will have to eventually practice is moving while you're throwing. Now, the one thing that I taught early on was you should always want to sit down on your shots and you never want to move and throw at the same time. But when you're in a position like this, it's okay to break the rules. Move while you throw. Your goal is to get out. That's where I want to be. This is where I am now. I need to throw 4 or 5 jabs to get out. So I'm going to throw my shots and I'm pushing off with my right foot and I'm stepping off. All right? I want to be in a position where I'm safer. Think about it. These aren't even effective jabs. None of these jabs are landing, but they're creating enough cover so where he's having to cover up and I'm getting out.